Once again, it's Indie Wrestling fan and Indie Wrestling fan Jason Apple. I'm here with my guest Sozio.
How you doing, Jason?
Pretty good.
Good to see you, bud.
How long have you been in the wrestling business?
Performing probably about 12 years. I think I started training in 2002, actively wrestling in 2003, and just slowed down.
So who are you trained by?
My primary trainers initially were John Dahmer and Eddie Valentine. They were the head trainers at the Combat Zone Wrestling Academy. But during those years, there was a lot of people that performed for the company, and a lot of the superstars that were kind of local, and would come by a lot and certainly offer a lot of knowledge and tutelage, and bestowed that onto me. And I was very fortunate. Guys like the Backseat Boys and Chris Cash, GQ, a lot of the guys that were, even some of the newer guys then.
So what's been some of your most toughest matches you've been in?
Some of the toughest matches, like I'm trying to think of some of my toughest competitors have been, certainly me and Black G's have beat the crap out of each other several times. I would say just recently going up against Drew Gulak was rather difficult. I mean, he's a real tough kid. Anytime I've had to wrestle my trainer, John Dahmer, obviously a huge obstacle to overcome. But yeah, some of the matches where I've been up against some of like the bigger guys and the bruisers, I would say in some of the tougher bouts.
So how did the whole name Sozio come about?
Well, I guess I was young for more like 10, 11 years, something like that. Probably even less than that, like 9 or 10 years. And I guess I had done a little bit of research, looked into my family history a little bit, found out that some of my family members are involved in, I guess, sort of a little bit of a controversial industry, and because of that, it makes my family very powerful. And I guess I decided to sort of embrace that, take my family name of Sozio, and just.
And your Italian heritage?
What's that?
Your Italian heritage?
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm obviously super Italian, and like I said, the family name is Sozio, so I adopted that, and I took that, and I'm using that to my advantage.
So, have you ever been physically injured due to pro wrestling?
Certainly. I mean, you're almost constantly injured. But as far as serious injuries, I've broken my nose. Fortunately, have not had any major broken bones, concussions. But I've certainly had to have my left knee drained, just a severe inflation, just fluid inflammation. Problems with my back, definitely hemorrhaging, and I've fortunately not had any herniated discs or anything like that. But like every sort of bump and bruise you can imagine: black eyes, busted nose, chipped teeth, cuts on your head, cuts on your back, welts on your chest, you name it. But nothing too serious, fortunately.
So who would be your dream opponent?
Dream opponent. I mean, I guess if we're talking, I would love to wrestle my idol and biggest inspiration, Triple H, someday. But, I mean, I'm trying to be realistic about that. But as far as like the indie circuit goes, dream opponents, I would certainly like to wrestle some of the guys that were headlining when I was a rookie. Some of the guys like Messiah, some of the guys back then. Even like, I'd love to have a one-on-one match in the Flyer Skate Zone with Nick Gage, just to name some more local guys. But yeah, any legend or idol of mine, I would love to be in the ring with like the Hardys, Shawn Michaels, just even meet Scott Hall would be great. You know what I mean? I love all those guys. So if I was to get to perform with them, that would just be amazing. But yeah, something along those lines.
So do you like playing the heel or the face character?
Well, I've never played by the rules. I think in my entire career, I don't think I've ever sort of catered to the fans. I don't think I ever will. It's just not been comfortable for me, and I don't think it's been successful anytime I have tried. So I think I'll stick with my ways of breaking the rules for now.
So outside of pro wrestling, what are your outside hobbies?
I do like to do a lot of graphic design. That's what I went to school for. It's what I like to do in my downtime. designed a lot of t-shirts for some of the wrestlers. Some of my friends, I've done my own Son of Italy shirt. It's currently floating around. Don't watch a lot of TV. But, you know, the shows I'm into, Walking Dead, Supernatural, Sons of Anarchy, stuff like that. And, you know, like when I'm not working or wrestling, I like to just catch up, you know, do the social media thing, stay in touch with people that I don't see all the time, you know, if it's not a weekend. And, you know, same stuff as everybody else. Chill, hang out.
If they made a movie about Sozio, what actor could play you and what would the title be?
It'd probably be called A Bronx Tale, and Lilo Brancotti would play me. No, I don't know. If there was a movie about me, who would play me? What would it be called? That's a very tough question. I'm just trying to think of some of the most like greaseball Italian actors out there.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, well, I mean, a younger Al Pacino, that would be, wow. I mean, just flattering, just absolutely flattering. Like a Scarface Al Pacino. Yeah, absolutely. But what would it be called?
What about Paul No.
Paul Giamatti's Jewish.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, they confuse me a lot for that. A lot of people ask me if I'm Jewish, and I'm not. But whatever. I mean, I kind of look the part. Italian, Jewish, almost the same.
I can see maybe John Travolta, younger.
Yeah, that would be awesome too. I've definitely gotten a lot of, you know, Disco Inferno chants at times. But yeah, now I don't know what it would be called, but I'll think about that and I'll get back to you. Because I'm sure the title would be probably something else.
If you had any advice for someone pursuing a wrestling career, what would they be?
You know, just be realistic about what's going to happen. You know, if your goals are to try to make it big time, you know, there's only so many spots available there, and you have to be exceptional to make it to that next level. You know, whatever that is for you, to compete in Japan, compete in WWE, compete on Impact Wrestling, whatever that may be. But to get to that next level, you have to be superb, and the only way to do that is to train hard, train in the gym hard, listen. You know, don't talk and just listen, and train as much as you can. Do the very best you can. That's all you can do.
What's the next show that you'll be competing at?
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what else is going on this month. I know CZW isn't running until the 23rd. Typically it's the second Saturday of every month. August 23rd, I'll definitely be at the Flyer Skate Zone in Voorhees, New Jersey for CZW's Heat.
This concludes Indie Wrestling Q&A with my interview with Sozio. Check me out on Facebook, Indie Wrestling QA, YouTube, The Indie Wrestling Fan. Check his stuff out. Where can we find more information on Sozio?
Facebook.com/Son of Italy. I'm on Twitter, Mr._Sozio, and the same on Instagram. So check me out there.
All right, thank you for joining me.